reviewing the world down under.
Hey, g'day everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you very much for joining me. My name's Jason. This is Pominod's Reviews. So this video is just a quickie for you PlayStation 5 owners, more specifically the PSVR2. So I've had this for a while, really enjoy it. Gran Turismo, spot on. Absolutely beautiful in VR, as is a lot of other games now that are in there. I don't know if you've heard, if any of you may be interested, but Flight Simulator from Microsoft has just been released on the PlayStation 5. Absolutely sublime game, running really beautifully at the moment. The one thing that attracted me to it is the fact that next year, the early part of next year, Asobo are going to be releasing a free patch, apparently, for PlayStation 5 users to enable PSVR2. So I think sales of PSVR2 are going to skyrocket next year once people realise they can play Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 on a PS5 with VR. And so yeah, leading to that, these are the two controllers that come with the PSVR. They're quite big and bulky, but one of the biggest bugbears is having to plug two cables into two USB-A sockets to charge via the two USB-C sockets. Now you have obviously your sockets on your PlayStation, but a lot of the time I forget, and then by the time I come around to playing a game, my controllers are nearly dead, and then you're trying to find two sockets to plug in two devices. So a little bit of research led me onto this. The PlayStation VR2 Sense Controller Charging Station. So I thought I'd grab it while I could on Black Friday, because I think this is going to be a nice product to have sat in my cabinet, so that when I'm done with the VR and I'm finished, I'm literally able to dock the two controllers into this, and it's going to charge them, and it's going to automatically switch off when they're charged, and they're always going to be there ready for me to play the next game. So yeah, I thought I'd grab hold of it. Again, many of you probably already know about this, or you're maybe thinking about looking into the VR2 system later on, especially with the advent of Flight Simulator now getting a release in VR. So yeah, I thought I'd quickly throw this one in, do a quick unboxing, have a look at it, set it up, see how it goes. But yeah, just to be able to turn two chargers into one is going to be great. Having a docking station for the controllers is great, but you don't have to use up your USB plugs on the PlayStation VR. You can just plug it into a charger behind the TV, whatever, and just leave it plugged in, leave it there, and then you've always got a charger ready to go. So yeah, we'll switch on to the overhead camera, do an unboxing, have a quick look, see how it goes, and then we'll go from there. All right. Okay guys, so here we are on the overhead camera, so we can have a closer look at this. So yeah, the PlayStation VR2 Sense Controller Charging Station for PSVR2. So charge your PlayStation VR2 Sense Controller set without having to connect to your PlayStation 5 console. Charge left and right controller simultaneously, be ready for your next gaming session, which is exactly what I'm looking for. The controllers charge as quickly as when connected to the console, so there's going to be no degradation in the way these charge. And these are a click-in design. Simply dock your controllers to the charging station via the supplied charging adapters. So I nearly ripped this open earlier, forgetting about the tape, so let's have a look and see what it's about. Okay, so these are obviously our adapters. Okay, so this does have its own dedicated power adapter. So yeah, I initially thought this would just plug into a USB-A socket somewhere, into a, you know, like a 30 watt or a 45 watt charger, something like that. But it does actually have its own power brick straight into the wall. So yeah, that's convenient. It's not convenient. I'll let you decide that. Okay, we'll just chuck that to the side for now. Okay, here we are. Okay, fundamentally, it's a piece of plastic. It's just a moulded piece of plastic. It's going to be nothing significant. At the end of the day, these are on Amazon right now for $79. So, yeah, I'm not going to expect anything too significant. But I'll give it its due. It's quite heavy. It's actually quite a heavy item. So, yeah, again, just for me, just to put it on the shelf in the cabinet for tidiness, that's going to be great. Okay, so that is a lot of packaging for what is predominantly 2 dongles. So here's one, there's the other. I'm sure they could have made that book a lot smaller, or put the book in the actual box, because that seems like an awful waste of a lot of cardboard just for 2 dongles. Way to go, Sony. Okay, so these are the VR2 controllers. Again, if you guys have never played these, I suggest you have a go, because you know, the virtual reality in these is absolutely incredible. You know, some of the stuff you can do on there with the accuracy is absolutely incredible. So all we do is we just slip that into there. Slip that one into there. So I've just got to learn which way these go. So it's either that way or that way. Oh, okay, so it's got the 2 little notches there on the back. So it's quite fiddly to get your head around in the first place, but yeah, okay, there it is. So you can see just the little notch in there lines up with your trigger. So line it up on there and then it docks. So that's it, that's the whole setup. Nice and tidy. Again, for me, rather than, you know, sticking these in a little box somewhere with a VR headset, I wanted somewhere, you know, that's just easy to put them, so I can stick these on the shelf now, always connected into the power supply unit. And yeah, so they literally just rest on there and begin charging. So yeah, I'll go and plug it in, make sure it works, see how it goes, and then I'll get back to you. Okay guys, so just to finish up, I've plugged it into the wall. As you can see, there's no obvious indicators, LED lights anywhere on there to say that you're getting power to the charger, but locate it in there, locate it in there. It is a bit fiddly actually, to be honest with you, but as you can see on the front there, you should be able to see on the camera, you can see the 2 white lights softly glowing on the controllers. So that indicates that they are actually charging. So yeah, there you go. It does what it says. I honestly think, coming from Sony, I would have expected something a little bit better. It's really fiddly, you know, to make sure you're getting a connection on there. I'm sure they could have come up with a better way, but I suppose once you've done it 2 or 3 times, it's easy. So, but yeah, okay. So it works. It's charging both the controllers. I can now go and put that into the cabinet, plug it into the wall, and I can just leave them, and they're always ready. They're always ready to go. So yeah, all good. So there you go. Thank you very much for watching. If this has helped you in any way, do please drop a like. If you're already using these, you know, let me know your experience. Drop me a comment. I'm always going to reply. And yeah, so I will see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves. I wish you all a very Merry Christmas. And like I always say, don't let life get the better of you. Stay positive, stay safe, and take care. Bye bye for now.
Reviewing the world down under.